Hi everybody, let me just, as promised, give you a quick walk through the content area of the course. And as I said in my last tutorial, this is really where you manage your course, where you create the flow of instruction for your students. So let's walk in there right now. And this is a development site for my spring creative writing course. And there are a few things in here already, but for the most part, as you can see, I've not yet begun developing that course. So from this screen that I gave you a quick bird's eye view to in the last tutorial, let's walk through the process of adding some content, all right? First of all, right now I have not even a single module. Now this course is broken down by week, so I'm going to add a new module, which will be the week 1 module, okay, in which they're going to look at the elements of fiction. Now, if you've explored the Desire to Learn site in which you're enrolled as a student, that introductory site, you'll have seen the content area of the course gives you a main screen with an outline. When you click on stuff in there, that will then open in that main screen. And then in the frame on the side, you'll have a small box with another outline of the course, so you can negotiate around the course from there as well. If the title of this module is too long to display easily in this frame here, you can plug in a short title. So I might put week 1 here. Now when students see this, the main screen here will still have week 1 module elements of fiction, but the short title over in this frame will be week 1. Okay, I can save this now. And then if I would like to control when and how this is released, I can click on the Restrictions tab. I talked a bit about this earlier as well. I can hide the module and unhide it myself later on. I can set start and end dates. If I do that, I can display those dates in the schedule so students know that something's coming up on March 24th, but they don't have any access to viewing the module yet. A very powerful tool that you should play around with early on, and I will try to do a tutorial on it for you as well at a later date, are release conditions. Release conditions allow you to define specifically when material will be released, and you can link that release to the completion of other work in the course. So I will show you how to create one of these. You click on Create and Attach. Okay, the condition type then shows you a list of all the various types of tools available within Desire to Learn. So I might have students have to look at the syllabus, for example, before they look at the week 1 resources. So I might choose topic visited, and then come in, and this is circular because this is what I'm actually releasing. If I had something else in here, such as a syllabus, I could choose the syllabus, create this. Now what's going to happen is if I attach it, it's not going to work because of what I did. It's not going to. It's not valid because anyhow. It's not valid because it is the item I'm connecting the restriction to. But let's say I had the syllabus in here. Students would not see the week 1 module until they had viewed the syllabus. As soon as D2L sees that they visited the syllabus, then this module will appear to them. More useful probably than that, because people can click at something and not read it, so there's no way of checking to make sure they've read it. You can link to discussions. You can have them complete a discussion board topic before material appears. You can have them get a grade value on a specific item, such as a quiz. So in other words, if your passing mark is 60, you can require them to get a 60 on a quiz, a 60 on a Dropbox assignment, a 60 on a discussion board. Once they've achieved that, the next module opens for them. So it automates that and prevents them from A, getting lost in the material, or B, working ahead before they're really prepared to. It allows you. You can even set conditions specific to specific students, which is very neat. These are advanced options, and you'll have to explore these more on your own. I'll try to do a brief tutorial to this later on in the course, but these are pretty advanced options. Once you've created a condition, you do not need to create again and again and again the same condition for multiple tools. So let's say when students complete exam 1, you want them to suddenly have access to week 2 of a survey reviewing possibly the work they did in that first module, and maybe a final discussion board which is debriefing them. Let's say these are 3 items you want to have available at the same time. all in response to that exam being passed, you can create the condition once and attach it. When I click on attach existing, I don't have any right now, but I would see that condition waiting here. Completion of exam 1, and I could attach that to multiple tools or topics that I want to make available there. So quick overview, probably just enough to confuse you. I now have my general folder for week 1. Now let's add some material in here. I'll let you play around with the reordering on your own because that's fairly straightforward. To add material to your module, to add topics, you click on Add Topic, and you've got these 4 options for adding material. You can create a new file, which brings us to the WYSIWYG editor in Desire to Learn, and this has some very, very powerful options. One of the nicest things for those of us who've been using Educator for a long time, instead of messing around with object IDs and cutting and pasting and inserting code, if I want to link to something else inside Desire to Learn, I can do it with quick links. Educator lets you use this right now to link to a web page, but and you can do that here, URL, and link to a website. But I can also link to something else I have created in the course. So if I want to link to this discussion I've created, whoops, I'm sorry, I forgot the link caption discussion 1. This is what will appear in the box when I now have a link in this HTML file, in this file, to that discussion board. Very, very simple, just like linking out to a web page, if you're familiar with that. When I create something in Desire to Learn, I will need to have a title for it, so discussion 1. Desire to Learn will then automatically assign a file name, which is what this will be saved under in your files in Desire to Learn. If you want to change it, you can. If you don't want this to be the same as the title, you can go ahead and change that. So I'll save this. So I've now just created a file. I can also add topics from, let me come in here again, add topic, course files which have already been uploaded. Okay, if I click on Browse here, it will take me to all the files I put in this course already, and you can see the one that I've just created. Okay, so again, and these are looks like sources which have been uploaded by other faculty, because I certainly don't use math solutions in my creative writing course. But at any rate, you can link to a file already in the course. So that's a powerful tool. And I'll at some point show you how to upload zip folders, which is where you might use that if you're uploading a batch of files all at once. Come back to Create Topic. I can also upload a new file, give it a title, browse, go to my hard drive, and then find something which I wish to upload. Finally, I can link to anything in the course or to a website using the quick links. I can type a URL here, okay, or I can click on the quick link and then find anything anywhere in the course. So again, I'm going to link to that discussion board, which is the only thing I really have in this course so far. And the title will be, again, Discussion 1. And I will save that. Now, this is where this becomes very powerful. I now have the content I want my students to read in the same outline, a link to the discussion board in which I want them to discuss it. And below that, I could have quizzes and assessments as well. So that's just a bird's eye view of content. Play around with it on your own. I'm out of time. I will do more of these in coming weeks as time permits, or in response to your specific questions in the forum. So be sure to post those.